Today we are doing another article, 9 weirdest Naruto villains. I feel like this one they probably can't mess up. Anyways, without rambling on, let's get straight into this. Let's see who is at number 9. Sugetsu. I'll say yeah, he is pretty weird. He's a little bit of an odd character. He definitely has some weird and unique powers. Like the fact he can turn straight into water is a very good ability to have. So yeah, I'm not mad at that. So let's move on to number 8. I know technically she may have been classed as a villain because she was helping Sasuke and technically Orochimaru, but I wouldn't really give her the big title of as a villain. And even if you did, I wouldn't put her in the top 9 of anything. She didn't really do anything villainous. I wouldn't not have put her in. I hope they give actual reasons for this. Karin was definitely one of Naruto's most annoying villains. The list is about the strangest and weirdest. I wouldn't say being obnoxious or annoying is weird. She behaved like Sakura when she was younger, only much worse. No. Karin's constant mood swings and okay, so there's no real reason why she's here apart from being obnoxious. So I would say no, she should not be on this list. Moving on to number 7. Yes, Kabuto definitely should have been in there because he was a very, very weird character because he was obsessed with Orochimaru to the point he was virtually his slave. You know what I mean? I know he was his underling, but the way he loved Orochimaru and looked up to him was a little bit very intense. Kabuto could have been a likable villain, but his character arc was irreparably fumbled and rendered unsalvageable. I don't know if I'd fully agree with that. Kabuto wasn't a talented shinobi. Yes, he was. I know Kakashi wasn't going all out, but he did well to not be killed or caught by Kakashi, and even Kakashi said he had some skill. I wouldn't say he's an untalented shinobi. That's not true. He worked as a spy for multiple years as well. I wouldn't say he was underwhelming either because he was a vital part of the war. Imagine if Obito just did the war without all the reincarnation that Kabuto helped with. But yeah, he's definitely weird and quirky. Ultimately, Kabuto is why the 4th Great Ninja War occurred. I wouldn't say it's why it occurred, but he's definitely why it lasted so long. But he didn't have the guts to back up his brazen lies with combative talent. Whatever. Who wrote this one? Is this the same lady as last time? No, it's not. It was Sarah Martin. Hedon, yeah, he was definitely a strange villain. The whole Lord Joshing thing, I think we can agree on that. I don't think we need to go deep into it. His character design, again, everything about him looks weird and quirky, and I would say he's a likable villain, yes. So I'd agree with him there. I don't need to read what the wrote. It's probably going to be something cheesy. Sasori, yeah, I guess so, yeah, because he ended up being a living puppet in the end. He wasn't even his real body. So yeah, I would say he was definitely a weird and odd and unique kind of villain. So yeah, I'm agreeing with him there. All right, so on number 4, Raiga. If I'm being completely honest, I don't even thoroughly remember what this dude's deal was. So it's hard to debate because I can't really reference it. One of the most cruel and unusual villains. Raiga literally took advantage of a disabled kid because he wanted him to help him enslave a village. I feel like there's been worse things in the show. Madara. I wouldn't say he's one of the weirdest or strangest villains. I feel like his plan was very sound, whether you agree with it or not. I wouldn't have put him on this list, I don't think. He's definitely one of the best villains, but I wouldn't have said the weirdest because nothing he did, in my opinion, seemed weird apart from when he got to becoming the 10 Tails bit. I don't think I'd put him on this list. So he's Naruto's darkest and undeniably creepiest characters? No, he's not. The creepiest character would have to have Orochimaru in the conversation. There's no way. He never gave off creepy vibes. He gave off dark vibes, definitely. You know what I mean? I'd say maybe Danzo beats him in the dark department personally. But yeah, I don't feel like he was creepy. You know what I mean? The most creepiest thing you can say he did was maybe by tricking a kid to stay with him and basically making him give up on his own personality to become Madara. But I wouldn't say that Madara himself is creepy, so I would reject that. Okay, their final line is Madara is just pure evil and doesn't care about who he hurts. That's not true. Moving on to Zabuza. Took advantage of Haku. He did, but I once again, I feel like they're using the word weird different. I don't feel like weird and strange applies to people that just do, you know, mean things. But what's the reason for Zabuza? Zabuza was one of the first major antagonists. However, his weird relationship with Haku is often overlooked. It's not necessarily predatory, but it's definitely not right to take a vulnerable kid and groom him into the ideal soldier. This is the one time where I feel like their description may allow them to get past on that one. But then again, if I say that, that's the same thing with Madara that I described. I would say I half agree, but I don't think he should be on a list. The title is the 9 weirdest Naruto villains. I don't think he's weird. Now, if you want to say top 9 villains that took advantage of others, then fine. Okay, number 1. Yeah, it had to be Orochimaru. So I agree with this. Orochimaru is definitely the strangest, weirdest, and creepiest one. All his jutsu were creepy when he like sheds his skin, rips off his face. All those things definitely. I would say personally give him number 1. I don't know who else could really even battle him for number 1 off the top of my head. So I would agree there. But as always, we're going to go through the list now and see how many out of the 9 do we agree with in terms of the exact title, not how they've justified it, but based on the title of weirdest characters. So we've got number 1 here, who's Orochimaru. So yes, we agree. So that's 1 out of the 9. No for Zabuza. No for Madara. I don't even know about you, so I'm going to give you a no as well. Sasori, I'm going to go yes. That's 2 out of 9. Hidon, yes. 3 out of 9. Kabuto, yes. 4 out of 9. No, Karin. And Sugetsu, I'm going to say yes. So out of the 9, that's like, what, 5 characters I agree with, which isn't bad. Because normally, I think the last one, I think I disagree with the majority. Anyways, people, let me know who do you think should be on this list or shouldn't be on this list. And feel free to tell me more about this character because I thoroughly have forgotten about him. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.